Well, hey there crew, that's right, Gamer Bro Flash here, and another fun Flash Fighter gameplay lined up for you. Not a live stream this time, but of course another premiere event, but still, yeah, gonna be fun, lots of variety here, and I do believe I've got DragonBall Xenoverse 2 all synced with my streaming software once again, which is awesome, so got it on standby and ready to go. And don't forget that tomorrow, that's Saturday, got some fun FPS Red Dead Redemption 2 lined up for you, another premiere event, and that one's definitely gonna be fun. Did quite a number of interesting missions, and wow, was it a fight. Definitely gotta check it out. That's happening tomorrow for sure. And on Sunday, that's right, FIFA returns. This time it's FIFA 22 World Cup action as Germany takes on Argentina. It's gonna be quite a clash. As we've got Werner, Gnabry, Goretzka, and of course Argentina, we've got Di Maria, Martinez, Alvarez, Lo Celso, and of course, can't forget, I do believe Messi may be available for that match, but last time he did pick up an injury, so let's see if of course the GOAT himself is back for that one. So that's Sunday, don't want to miss that. That's Germany taking on Argentina. So we're going to get straight into the action, of course. Gotta run just a few promotions.
In the electronic world of gaming, Gamer Flash live stream events brings to you a diverse array of super games that will keep your adrenaline pumping. Today, we are going to delve into the intense gameplay and strategies of some of the most exciting games out there. Get ready to dive into the world of sports with Cricket 24, fun football, and wrestling, where precision, strategy, and timing are key. Feel the thrill of the chase in tennis, where every shot counts and the pressure is always on. Switching gears, we enter the fast-paced universe of first-person shooters, with games like Battlefield, Titanfall 2, Arma 3, and BattleBit Remastered. Every corner turn could be your last, and every decision made could be the difference between victory and defeat. Red Dead Redemption 2 adds a touch of the Old West to the mix, where survival depends not only on your aim but also on your wit. From the Wild West, we move on to an arena of a different kind with fighter games like 9 Monkeys of Shaolin, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm, DragonBall Xenoverse 2, and One Piece Burning Blood. Here, it's all about the combos, the perfect blocks, and the well-timed strikes. Injustice 2, Mortal Kombat 11, and Soul Calibur 6 bring comic book characters and legendary fighters to life, where every battle is a test of skill and endurance. And if that's not enough, prepare for a chilling adventure with horror games like Folklore Hunter, Spat, A Day Out, and Dead by Daylight. Here, every sound matters, every shadow could be a threat, and survival is the ultimate goal. Left 4, Dead 2, Devour, The Forest, and Dying Light add a touch of the apocalypse, where teamwork is as crucial as your ability to fight off hordes of enemies. Gamer Flash live streams offers a gaming experience that caters to both the pro gamer and the casual player. Whether you're looking for a strategic challenge or just a fun way to pass the time, we have something for everyone. Don't forget to show your support by smashing that like button and dropping a comment. Subscribing to the channel not only keeps you updated on the latest gaming action, but also helps us continue to bring you the best in gaming. So gear up, it's time to roll into the gaming field. The world of Gamer Flash live streams awaits you. There's no time to waste, it's time for some action. Get in the game.
Imagine the roar of the crowd, the thrill of the kickoff, the tension of the final moments. Gamer Flash live stream brings you right into the heart of football mania. From the grand stages of the World Cup, where international teams clash for the most coveted title in football, to the fierce local derbies in club league tournaments where regional teams battle tooth and nail. Feel every pass, tackle and goal with front row seats to continuous heart-pounding action. Whether it's the strategic play of world-class athletes at the World Cup or the raw passion of local heroes in club matches, every game promises to be a spectacle of skill and spirit. So gear up for an epic journey through the beautiful game. From the first whistle to the last, experience the highs, the lows and everything in between. It's more than just a game. It's a series of battles, each one more thrilling than the last. Dive into the action, live where legends are made and history is written.
Hey everyone! Are you looking for some serious excitement? You know that feeling of pure adrenaline? Well, Flash's stream is here to give you the best first-person shooter action. These battles are super intense and can be over in a flash. Sometimes you give it your all and still come up short, but hey, losing one fight doesn't mean you lost the whole thing, right? Flash's stream has everything you'd want. Crazy fast battles, smart team plays, you name it. We're all in this together, a true team. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, leave a comment, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on the action. Get ready for some epic battles because this is Flash's ultimate FPS showdown. Let's do this, soldier. It's lock and load time. Let's go, go, go.
Welcome to Flash Livestream Gameplay. It's me, Monkey Day Luffy, your #1 warrior pirate. Remember to smash that like button, comment, and activate the notification bell. Get ready for some epic action as we bring it on in this amazing gaming journey. Let's go!
Hi there crew, yeah, just one moment before we get into the action of course. I've got just a few things to do at this point in time. Yeah, things do creep up on me, surprisingly from time to time. Yeah, and so just a moment or two and we get straight into this awesome fighter action.
stream gameplay. It's me, Monkey Day Luffy, your #1 warrior pirate. Remember to smash that like button, comment, and activate the notification bell. Get ready for some epic action as we bring it on in this amazing gaming journey. Let's go!
And once again, welcome back. Yeah, some operations happening around the place, you know, so having some configuration as well. Yeah, days like that sometimes you start a project, jump on a stream, all of a sudden you're yanked out of your chair to try and assist with something, you know, there's a fam, right? Yeah, so just waiting for Dragon Ball Z to load up, and definitely ready to go.
Attention, all proud warriors! Have you ever considered joining Time Patrol? As a Time Patroller, you'll prevent history from being changed. Our duty is to protect everyone's memories and help return history to the way it should be.
Oh great, nice load up. Let's get straight to action.
Greetings.
Hello.
Huh?
Hey there!
I can fight too!
Psst, do you want my elite photo book? Come in. We need reinforcements. Please, come in. We need reinforcements.
Okay, let's do this!
Let's do this!
I'll go.
Why not?
Of course, because I am super elite.
Okay, one more round.
What a sucker!
Have you said your prayers?
Of course, because I am super elite.
Okay, here I go!
This should be good.
Hey, it's me, Goku!
Die! reinforcements!
Let me compliment you. Greetings. Greetings. Greetings.
What's up?
Hey.
Greetings.
Vegeta?
Huh?
Well, finally got that one. Alpha Flash taking on Xeno Flash. Yeah. And once again, thank you for joining this stream. It's a premiere, so to speak. And point gameplay underway. And yeah, definitely that was fun. And definitely nice to see the game launching with my broadcast software once again. And yeah, DragonBall Xenoverse 2, always epic. So we're gonna take a bit of a pause now, and then I'm gonna change the fighter vibe.
Hey gamers! Want to take your sports games to the next level? Check out Gamer Flash sports streams on YouTube. We've got everything. Last minute goals in football, amazing cricket batting and incredible boxing knockouts. Dominate in NBA basketball, win in pro tennis, get the best score in golf and speed to victory. Subscribe and click the bell so you don't miss a single stream. Join the Gamer Flash community and let's get this party started.
If you're a tech enthusiast, you need to hear this. Flash Tech Tips is your new go-to for all things tech. From quick software fixes to game modding tutorials, we've got it covered in bite-sized and longer tech videos. Stay updated with the latest amazing tech news and learn new tricks to enhance your digital life. Remember to subscribe, give us a thumbs up, drop a comment, and activate notifications. Dive into the future of tech with Flash Tech Tips.
If you're a gamer or techie, you need to know this. Let's talk 4K disk alignment for your SSD. Hi, I'm Luffy and welcome to another Gamer Flash Tech Tip. Ever wondered how to get the most out of your solid-state drive? It's all about 4K disk alignment. Aligning your SSD's partitions to 4K sector boundaries is like giving your drive a performance supercharge. Why? Because it optimizes write performance and boosts your SSD's lifespan. When partitions aren't aligned, your SSD has to do extra work. Multiple read, modify, write cycles. This slows things down and wears out your drive faster. But with 4K alignment, your SSD can write data more efficiently. It's especially useful with features like trim and garbage collection. Think of it as giving your SSD a smoother ride. Less friction, more speed. So if you want your SSD to last longer and run faster, 4K disk alignment is the way to go. Hope you found this tech tip useful. Have a great day and bye for now.
And once again, thank you so much for joining today's live stream. Well, I think I'm gonna grab myself delicious deep dish pizza. Yeah, one of my custom pizzas. I do love making pizzas. Of course, I gotta have a nice cold drink to go along with it. And don't forget to give a thumbs up and drop a comment. And activate the notifications bell icon to always be in the know when next I go live. So don't you dare go anywhere. This live stream will return in a flash dash while.
Hey everyone, and welcome. Let me tell you why you absolutely need Flash Cricket Stream. We're talking huge hits, amazing wickets, and action all the time. From those awesome long test matches to super fast T20 and crazy exciting 10-10 showdowns. We've got every kind of cricket you could want. You can watch live matches, see quick highlight shots of the best parts, and even get exclusive player of the match presentations all in one spot. Don't miss a single thing. Make sure you click that notification bell so you always know what's happening. Like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends to join the Flash Cricket Stream family. We're bringing the cricket action straight to you no matter where you are. Flash Cricket Stream, it's fun cricket. On the go.
In the heart of the wilderness, where the shadows dance with the wind, a curious entity stirs. A creature of mystery and legend, the smoke wolf. Unseen, unheard, it moves like a specter through the forest, its eyes holding 1,000 secrets. Its form is elusive, woven from the very smoke of the forest it calls home. Imagine, if you will, standing at the edge of an ancient forest. The air is cool, filled with the scent of pine and damp earth. The silence is broken only by the distant call of a bird. Suddenly, a silent whisper of smoke twists and turns among the trees.
Hey there, it's Alpha Most the Smoke Wolf. Thanks for joining this live stream. Remember to smash that like button, comment, subscribe, but don't get scared. Monster Horror Game will be back in a while. And remember, the forest is no place for solo axe stragglers.
It weaves in and out, a haunting ballet that begins to take form. Gradually a shape emerges, a creature made of smoke and mystery. Its eyes, piercing and knowing, look straight at you. This is the smoke wolf, a being that exists between the tangible and the ethereal. It is both a part of the forest and yet separate, a guardian of nature's secrets. The smoke wolf is a symbol of the mystifying power of nature. It represents the unknown, the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of the world we think we know. Just like the smoke wolf, these mysteries are elusive, shifting, always just out of reach. But why does the smoke wolf look straight at you? Perhaps it is a challenge, a test. Are you willing to delve into the mysteries it guards? Are you ready to step into the unknown, to question, to explore? The smoke wolf's gaze invites you to venture beyond the familiar, to seek out the extraordinary hidden within the ordinary. Throughout this narrative, we've journeyed into the heart of the forest, met the enigmatic smoke wolf, and pondered the mysteries it guards. The smoke wolf stands as a reminder of the endless mysteries that surround us, the secrets that nature holds close to her heart. In the end, the gaze of the smoke wolf is a call to curiosity. It urges us to look beyond what we see, to question and explore, to seek out the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. Whether we choose to answer that call, to step into the forest and meet the smoke wolf's gaze, is entirely up to us. But one thing is certain: once you've locked eyes with the smoke wolf, you'll never see the world quite the same way again.
Why do 90% of fighters never give up? They watch Gamer Flash Fighter. First you hop, then you drop, and you either get KO'd or pick yourself back up. It's non-stop action on Gamer Flash Fighter live stream. Witness epic